once you start making money, all of your problems go away. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk to you about how to start problem solving just like a CEO. Everyone has problems. It doesn't matter if you're in business, in sales, engineering, in the medical field, or if this is just problems with your family, with everyday life. Think about all the random occurrences and issues that will pop up in your life. Biggest misconception is once you start making money, all of your problems go away. It's different. Some do. You just start getting different problems, and many times those problems are even at a bigger scale with more people involved. So it's important to kind of accept and know that the more you do in life, the more people that are involved, and the more good that you're trying to do in the world, the more obstacles that you're going to face. What you have to practice is start looking at problems in a rational way. You have to kind of see them for what they are and eliminate the emotions that are tied with what that problem could cause. Learning this, you have to start with the basics. If you head to work each day and someone cutting you off or yelling at you or giving you the finger or cutting you off, something ruins your whole day, you have an issue dealing with problems. We're being too emotional. And you go, well, Grant, you don't know what I'm going through. I'm going through a lot of different stress and I get it. Running a company, you deal with problems like you would never imagine. Let's say you have 30 people on a team. You now have 30 more people that may have problems that you have to help deal with as well. So I get it. And I've had to build and do all these different types of things while dealing with personal issues, family things, health issues with people in my family. And you have to make these decisions decisively. So start with the basics. Don't let the little things bother you. Don't worry if someone said something bad about you, commented on your Facebook post, ignore it. Freaking just forget about it, keep it moving, and don't stress about it. Here's the 4 simple steps on how to start solving problems like a CEO. Number 1, see it for what it is. You have to look at the problem as practical and as direct as possible with all of the necessary facts needed to make a great decision. Sometimes we don't want to see the truth, but the truth not only sets you free, but it actually lets you solve the problem for what it is and not what you wish it would be. Many times we'll overlook things that are causing the issue because it rubs us the wrong way. It makes us kind of realize that the problem is a lot bigger than it really needs to be. And we dust it under the rug only to face more issues with that problem down the road. You need to know every dollar, every fact, every person involved. What could go wrong if this continues to a T, so you can actually understand what is actually going on. 2, before you start problem solving and figuring out what to do next, figure out how do you stop the bleeding. Look, if someone is bleeding and they're about to die, you don't sit there and strategize for 2 hours on the perfect surgery that you should do. You stop the bleeding. Stop the problem from getting worse. If this means you have to let the person go, if this means you need to pull away from the relationship, if this means you need to get the heck out of the situation and go to an area that's safe, or you need to move and get out of that business or that company, sometimes you have to make the quick, rash decision to pull yourself from the equation. Now, this isn't a one-size-fits-all, but a best way to look at this is how do you stop the situation immediately from getting worse? Don't fix the problem forever. Don't put together a 10-step process yet. Stop it from getting worse. 3, once you've realized what is going on and what the problem and you've stopped the bleeding from occurring, now you need to figure out how to solve the issue. You want to focus on solving this problem on a step-by-step basis. There's 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. There's always different levels of ways that you can solve the problem, implement new procedures and processes, and start operating as usual. You want to look at this in a very practical step, and you have to realize that every decision that you make, no matter how big or how small, is likely going to involve other parties and other people. So what's difficult about this is you go, okay, we're going to do it this way instead. The problem is that new procedure, that new change, you moving here, taking this job, is going to come with also new potential issues. more moving parts, and a ripple effect of decisions and outcomes that are gonna come from making this new decision. So let's say, for example, that a person that is on your team is just not successful at sales. And you decide this is a valuable person, they're intelligent, they're great, and we want to go ahead and move them into a different department of the company. Let's say this person had a marketing background and they had a lot of expertise in that area. You can't just go, all right, we're moving them to marketing, and then you carry on about your day, because you're going to have a lot of problems. Are they trained? Do they know how to do it? Who are they going to report to now? What likely issues is that person going to face in their first 2 to 3 weeks on the job? Because even if they have some marketing experience, you just put them there and walk away and then hope something good happens, you're probably not going to end up in a good result. So put together, for example, in this scenario, a 2 to 4 week plan on how you're going to implement and train them, who they're going to report to, what their day-to-day procedures are going to look like, and setting up follow-up calls and meetings to go through their progress and expectations. You want to make sure that, for example, if you remove this person over to a different department, that every single person that could be involved that is on the same page. This includes the person you're moving, their new direct report or manager, and everyone involved on the team on what that daily flow is going to look like. It's important also, since you might have had other people in that department that maybe went through similar problems, different headaches, and different issues, to prep that person that you're moving over what type of problems they're going to likely face in that first span of a month, and how to handle that, and who to go to, and what resources to utilize to better handle their problems. If you can set procedures in your life to expect, like, look, problems are going to happen, and this is how we're going to handle them when they do, it can save you so many headaches. I'm in solar, and we sell millions of dollars worth of solar projects all across the United States. And I tell our reps, I tell our operations team that solar is a construction job. It's not like we just press a button and then they get all this money saved and the system works and this, that, and the other. It is a construction job. And it includes people in permitting in the city that person lives in, HOAs, engineering, design, finance departments, communication back and forth, outside issues that happen financially with the customer or with whoever's involved. There is so many different moving parts that have to go perfect. So what we implemented, because we saw that customers would get upset because why is it taking so long? Why is the city of Charlotte taking so long? Why is my engineering not done? Why did I get it installed and the utility hasn't approved to get the system turned on? There were so many issues. The problem is that most of the issues that we had nothing to do with us. If it was our fault, it would be easy because we could fix it instantly. I can't buy the city of Charlotte. I can't just automatically fix that delay that the city is having. So how did I prevent this? What I did is we implemented a procedure that as that rep is closing the deal, they've done contracts, they've done financing, that we had an expectation installation customer sheet that was 2 pages where the rep would go through line by line how to handle every situation, what to do if there's a mistake, what to do if there's an issue with the city, what happens if that happens, this happens, every headache situation we've had in 3 years, basically on a sheet of paper. And we went through line by line and confirmed that with the homeowner. So next time a delay happened, they said, oh, okay, they talked about this is normal, no big deal. Now we weren't having customers mad at us for something that was outside of our control. Expectations and process and procedures are so important. And what we implemented is we would teach the customer when there's an issue, not to freak out, and to simply reach out and schedule a 15-minute call with that. Reach out to that sales rep so they can discuss the issue, figure out a solution, and move forward with the project. Just setting those expectations and setting procedures on how they were going to handle any issues that arose during that project eliminated 90%, if not more, of the headaches that we were having with customers. Setting clean procedures that are very simplistic and basic that everyone can follow can save you so many headaches in life. Just think about a car. Just by locking the car and turning on the alarm can prevent 99% of people from breaking in your car door. It's the same reason why you don't walk in a restaurant and leave all the doors open with a sign that says, "Hey, steal my car," because people realize that's probably pretty stupid. So simple processes can put you in an amazing situation. Number 4, learn from your mistakes. Mistakes are headaches. They're hard to deal with. But if you don't learn from them, you're not gonna grow. You need to look at every single mistake, every error, every lesson. And after you've solved it, you've implemented new procedures, you've got on the right track, and you focus on the future, that you look at this and go, why did this happen in the first place? What could I have done to anticipate this problem from happening and not only solve it quicker, but prevent it from even happening in the first place? We have to take advantage of the mistakes and lessons that we have in life so we can prevent them. And then what we can do is look, okay, in my current life, in my current job, in my current business, what potential issues based off our current operating procedures or based off my friend group, my current family, my relationships, what could go wrong? And even though nothing's really wrong with it right now, what could happen as this progresses, as we grow, as I continue to have this relationship, as I continue to live in this area or part of town? What could happen? Let's go ahead and set procedures and processes to eliminate all of these potential problems so I can stop them from even happening in the first place. Realize, losers react, leaders anticipate. We can't predict the future to a T, but we can anticipate the potential issues and problems that could happen down the road. This doesn't take a Harvard degree. It doesn't take a mentor. It takes you sitting down, slowing everything down for a second, and really just evaluating your life. So if you can implement this, you not only become a better problem solver, but you will improve the quality of life, increase your finances, and just ultimately be a happier person. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and like. Go ahead and leave a comment at the bottom of what you thought of the video and also any other topics you'd love for me to cover. As always, guys, you can find me on all my social media channels on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Grant Mitt. And as always, I hope you guys have an incredible week. Thank you, guys.